Sure. So Pentana Solutions, we're a leading provider of automotive solutions throughout the world. Like yourselves, based here in Melbourne, 40-year heritage in providing solutions to automotive retail dealers and more recently to wholesale importers and manufacturers. My role is I'm the global manager for OEM engagement, which simply means that I engage with all the different OEM manufacturers, distributors, importers, both here in Australia and New Zealand and across the world. Our relationship or partnership with Yellowfin has been for, I think, six or more years. We actually were looking for a product to consolidate big data from the automotive industry here in Australia and then provide that in an easy web platform which high-level corporate people in the different, what we call OEMs here in Australia, can get a very quick view on what's happening in the industry. Interestingly, a lot of our clients use the tool more as a predictive analysis tool, so not necessarily looking at their own performance, but looking at what the industry is doing and then trying to predict what the industry may do going forward and then prepare themselves to be able to action certain things that might come up in the future, be it sales or operational or even CRM type activities. There's probably two key ones in the automotive industry these days. They're always looking for an edge in being able to gain new market share. So they do it in two ways. They obviously look at it from a sales perspective, so selling what we call metal, being it a vehicle or a motorcycle or a truck. They're looking at what the market is doing and what models that they might have in that market segment and trying to predict how they might be able to take advantage of areas in the market where they think a competitive brand may not be performing and position themselves there to try and capture additional sales. Then they also do it in what we call the after sales space. So once the vehicle's sold, the customer experience post the vehicle purchase, how they look after that customer, how they satisfy the needs of the customer from an after sales perspective, and then obviously control retention to try and keep them loyal to the brand and hopefully have a repeat purchase of another vehicle. Well, there's a number of reasons. One first one was the locality. You guys were local to where we were. Initially through our development phase and implementation, you guys assisted us through the partnership and actually placed people out in our head office here in Melbourne to assist us in that process, which gave us a quicker to market application. We're also looking for a tool that visually gave us what we wanted. A lot of the BI tools back when we were looking were old-fashioned in the way they look and felt and were driven. And because a lot of our clients, our end users, are very high-level corporate managers and CEOs, they don't often know how to drive a lot of technology. So we're looking something that was easy to use, intuitive on the way through. And then the final one was that we were really looking for something that was agile to be able to take us to an industry where a lot of the other BI tools probably weren't at that time. We've got quite a unique requirement for the data that we have and how we present it. So we're looking for a partner that would be agile and be flexible enough to be able to deliver us an end solution that would cover the multitude of different users we have in the corporate level within the automotive industry. Well, a lot of our users, as I said, the end user is generally a very high level manager or executive within an automotive organisation. So it's really that high level overview of a particular dashboard, be it an order bank of vehicles waiting to be sold and delivered, whether it be customers that are expected to return for some service work, be it average gross on a part sale across the network. So they want to be able to get that very high level information and then be able to drill really quickly down into different levels. So be able to filter right through almost to the source record. So I think that's probably the most favoured function. Some of them, depending on their technical ability, love the ability to be able to then export some of that data, drop it into a simple spreadsheet and go and drop it on another manager's desk and say, hey, I need you to take care of this. Some of them like that feature, but it's mainly getting that very high level overview of the business and then being able to manage by exception and go through the different filters to get to certain source data. Look, it's been really good. Initially As I said, you guys put people in our business and helped us get to market quicker than we would have on our own. Even though we were experienced with some of the other BI tools, some of our ability to take the large data set that we had and move it into the Yellowfin application would have taken us longer had you not helped us out. And then since then, it's been quite smooth sailing. You know, we have had simple updates. If our technical guys want to know how to do something because they've had a customer request, you guys help us out, you know, relatively quickly and get us the answer we need. If anything, we're probably guilty of not moving as quickly as you guys have done with software updates. So our current version of Yellowfin that we embed in our own products isn't the latest, and that's probably our fault more so than yours. But and then the other thing, we like partnering with successful companies. So you guys, since we started, have grown and grown and grown, and we've done a similar thing, particularly in offshore markets like yourself. So you know, our company likes to be partnered with other companies that are successful and are driven and looking at growth, particularly offshore. So it's been a good experience for us.